The Mattress Factory is a place for creative people to come and see amazing things. At its core, it's an artist residency and it's a museum. It's a place where artists come from around the world and around the corner to be here, to spend time here, to make something new. And it's a place where audiences are welcomed in to see new art, site-specific art, process-driven art, and to openly engage with it and to be challenged by it and to be amazed by it.
Our guiding mission at the Mattress Factory is to say yes to artists. And so by proxy, that means we try never to say no. Really anything that the artist wants to focus on, the Mattress Factory tries to make it happen. And that includes sourcing materials, manipulating our own spaces, finding community partners, really just to make the artist's dreams come true.
We really like to engage from an open place where we can say, look, we love your work, we love what you're doing, we want you to come to Pittsburgh and make something new, make something you've never done before. The engagement really starts there and then the artist leads the process throughout. So one of the exciting things about the engagement is we'll often start 18 months out, 2 years out. We have a lot of lead time because we feel like it's really important to give the artist lots of time to travel to Pittsburgh, to stay here, to connect with communities and resources here, and to really understand the site, the site of Pittsburgh, the site of the museum, the site of Western Pennsylvania, and for them to really have a lot of information when they decide what site-specific is going to mean. Those long lead times for exhibitions are really crucial in helping them to plan an ambitious show, plan their dream project, and work closely with our staff and our team to bring that idea into the museum.
Where a brave space requires everyone who comes into that space to take on the ownership of creating that brave space and being willing to ask the questions, being willing to be wrong, and being willing to tell other people in a kind way that they might be looking at it in a different way than they are. We're navigating that space together, hopefully with our community members, to create this brave space where we're all coming into it and asking questions, giving each other the space to have that inquiry, but with the best intentions.
Our artists in residence, their studios are literally the galleries of the museum. The audience will oftentimes be a part of the process literally because they'll pass through and see an artist making a work under construction. We also have the artists in community for weeks, sometimes months, and we're able to do programming with the artists in the community at the museum. Throughout the course of their residency, the audience can be a part of that creative process and see it happening.
I think it's a kind of radical openness which sets us apart from other places. The baseline is yes. And of course there's yes and, okay, we gotta figure this out. When I go into a conversation with an artist, I'm always trying to think, okay, this is really ambitious, right? I mean, a lot of artists are very ambitious in what they're trying to do. And I'm always trying to think about, okay, how can we make this happen? That's always my ambition when we go into a project together with artists.
One of the big questions I'm thinking about, how do we recognize the Mattress Factory's history over the past 45 years and also look to the future and consider how do we continue to be a leader in this field far into the future. Today we're 45 years old. 5 years from now will be our 50th anniversary, which I think is an amazing accomplishment and milestone. And as I look to the future, I'm really thinking about what can we learn from that past? What have we done that's made us so successful in serving artists and engaging with artists with this open mind, allowing them to realize their dream projects? And also work towards these goals that we've set in our strategic plan. How can we become more neighborly? How can we improve our educational programs? When I look to the future, it's about always getting better. I think that's our biggest challenge, is how do we open up our doors to more kinds of audiences, more kinds of artists, and more kinds of experiences than a museum would traditionally do.